Okay, Mr. Copy.
Okay, let's write this. Komodo dragons vocabulary in the notebook. This is reading class, remember? This is an animal. Have you ever seen a Komodo dragon before? Or you know something about Komodo dragons? Do you have any ideas about them? Valerie, you have any question?
Un cocodrilo.
It looks like a crocodile. Sian, Valerie?
I learned about Komodo dragons in the series that I see in Netflix.
And
I don't
what
know
things you
what-
learn about Komodo dragons in that series?
Que son muy comodos.
Valerie, what things you learn about it?
That is a animal. I don't know. I don't really remember exactly because I see that series in when I have 6 years.
Oh, it was a long time ago. You don't remember, but you know that you
An
see
exotic
saw
animal.
exotic animal. Okay, Sian. So you don't remember some facts about Komodo dragons, but you know that you already see this animal before, right, Valerie?
He's a
Thank you.
reptile.
It's a
He's a
reptile?
reptile. Yes.
Yes, it might be a reptile.
I
You see it in a movie? A Komodo dragon. Okay, now in this, we have a vocabulary first. This is a story, but we're going to start with the vocabulary because before reading the story, we need to know some words. So this is the story that we're going to read in the following dates, Komodo dragons. Now, we have on page 216, we have the vocabulary words. We have the word armor, fierce, hardships, lizards, prey, rumps, and reptiles. So these words that we have here, we're going to have, we're going to define it. Now, do you know the meaning? Do you have any idea of the meaning of some of these words? Have you ever listened before these words class? Yes, right? You know what is a reptile because you already used that word.
Prey and lizards.
Prey, lizards. Okay, Joshua, do you know what is a hardship? Fierce?
No.
No? Okay, don't worry. Now we have here Komodo dragons not for pets. So who wants to help me to read that pattern? But it's Komodo dragons not for pets.
Read the paragraph.
Okay, Joshua, help me to read, please.
This, what is in white?
Yes, here, although both snakes here.
Komodo dragons, not for pets. Also, both snakes and lizards are reptiles, cold-blooded animals with backbones and lungs. Lizards have legs and movable eyelids. Komodo dragons are the largest lizards. They roam around Komodo Island, part of the country of Indonesia. Komodo dragons have the harshest skin. Their armor feels raw, but you wouldn't want to touch it. They are fierce animals who can kill their prey, birds, insects, and other reptiles, by biting. Their mouths are full of deadly bacteria. Komodo dragons' bites can kill.
Thank you so much. Excellent, Joshua. So it says you cannot have a pet for a Komodo dragons. You can have dogs, cats, turtles, but you cannot have a Komodo dragons. It might kill you. It might going to eat you. So that is the advertisement that it's saying, the warning that it's saying to you that it's not for pets. Now, as you can notice, we have some underlined words, so they are the words for the vocabulary. So it says they roam around Komodo Island, part of the country of Indonesia. Do you have any idea what it can mean, roam, class? They are in Indonesia, so that is the place where we can find a lot of Komodo dragons in this island, the Komodo Island. They have an island for them. Oh, okay, then it says their armor feels raw. So it means that you can touch it and you can feel in that way. Now, in the next page, in the next slide, let's see, we have the vocabulary word. Right now, do not copy any. We're not going to copy right now. We have the definitions for these words. So number one, Khaled, help me to read what is the meaning of armor, Khaled. Khaled Troches. Read number one, Khaled.
Boy. Armor. Convert round to protect the body on fighting.
So So it's a covering worn to protect the body and fighting. So that is an armor. Number 2, let's see. Sian, what is number 2? Read the number 2.
Fierce, savage, will.
Okay, excellent. Rebecca, number 3, Rebecca.
Horses. Row has to that those says A or ears.
Mhm. Number 4, let's see, Danny. Number 4, Danny.
Lizards, reptiles somewhat like snakes, but with 4 legs and thicker bodies.
Thank you. Hermes, number 5.
Prey, an animal hunter or size for food.
Thank you. The next one, it's going to be Anna. Read the next one.
Prey, an animal hunted or
Oh, the next one.
reptiles, cold-blooded animals with backbones and lungs.
Thank you. And the last one, Camila. Read the last word.
Wander.
Camila Izaguirre.
That means
Read the last word.
I don't listen. Means
Oh, you don't listen to me. Claude, do you listen to me?
Yes.
Yes,
listen.
now-
Wander.
Okay,
Wander.
wrong. It's wander. That's right. So now let's define this word. As you can notice here, we have the vocabulary, the description, but it says armor. Do you understand what is an armor class? The covering to protect the body in fighting. Do you understand?
Armadura.
Okay,
Armadura.
that is in Spanish is like a shield. That's right. What about fierce? Do you understand what is to be fierce? Fierce? No? It's
I have problems with
savage.
the internet.
Okay, Camila. It's savage. It's something that is wild, so it might be dangerous. So that is a learned synonym for fierce. What about hardships? Do you understand what is hardships, class? Hardships. If you touch, it says it's routed to the touch. So it's mean. Look at this picture. This is the skin. We can say like the skin of the of this Komodo dragon. So if you touch with your hands the skin, so you are going to feel it routed if you touch it. So that it's going to be hardships. Now, what about lizards? You know the lizard, they are reptiles. So like the snakes. So they can have 4 legs, and also they can have thicker bodies. So lizards is like a synonym for reptiles. Remember the reptiles, there are kind of animals that we can classify different animals in this classification. Prey, remember that a prey is an animal hunted. So we have a predator, the animal, in this case, the Komodo dragon, it might be a predator. And the prey is the animal that is going to be eaten by the Komodo dragon. For example, insects. The insects that the Komodo dragon might eat, so they are prey. And roam, it means wander. Wander in roam means to be like the animals, they are walking around without direction. They don't have any direction. They are just walking. Have you ever seen some animals that you see that they are walking, but they don't have any specific directions where they're going to go? They're just like walking, like the flies. If you see a fly flying, so you're going to see that they are just like moving around without direction, just by moving. So that is roam or wander. So it's to walk, to travel from one place to another place, but it might not have some directions where they are going to be, they're going to stop. You see, just walking. Any question about the vocabulary class? One word that it might not clear for you?
No.
No?
Visors.
No.
What is visor?
What is fierce? Okay, this one, savage, wild. It's to be something
need
dangerous.
to
For
copy
example,
this.
do not copy this. For example, Rebecca, the Komodo dragons, the lions, we can say also they are fierce. They are wild animals. They are dangerous. You're not going to have that in your house. So that is fierce, to be wild, dangerous. We can say as another synonym. Yes? Okay, now, Walk on. Now we're going to cross out. We're going to do this together, class. Right now you don't have to copy, so don't worry, but have ready your notebook. We're going to cross out the word that doesn't belong to each group of this word. For example, we have word number 1. We have the word rum. So in this word, we have next to it, we have the word wander, we have the word dash, and we have the word travel. So you're going to tell me which of these words doesn't belong to rum. So 2 of these words, they belong to rum, but there is one that it doesn't belong. So Joshua. Okay, let's see. Number 1, class. If you know the answer, unmute your microphone and tell me. Rum. Remember, the rum is to be walking from one place to another.
Dash,
Armor. Wrong. Skills. Miss.
We're in number 1, class. Right now, remember, follow instructions. I told you, we're not going to copy right now. We're in number 1, so just these words we're using, class. Which of these words, yes, which of these words doesn't belong to rum, that it doesn't mean the same of that?
Wonder.
Okay, wander, it means rum, that's right. Which other word means like rum, wander?
Dash.
Travel.
Travel, that's right, travel. If they are rum, wandering, remember they are traveling. So the word that doesn't belong here is dash. This word is the one that doesn't belong. Because dash doesn't mean the same of this word. We can say run, wander, and travel like synonyms because we know that run means to move from one place to another, to walk, to travel, to wander, but dash doesn't mean the same. Now, let's try number 2. We have the words on number 2. I'm going to make a square so you don't use all the words.
Skills.
Okay, we have armor, shield, skills, and elbow. What is the word that doesn't belong in this group?
Scales. Elbow.
Scales?
Elbow.
Or elbow?
Elbow.
Shells.
Able.
Shell. You don't have to copy, class. Why? Who is the one that is asking if you have to copy? You don't have to copy right now, class. You don't have to copy. I listen to someone asking if you have to copy. You don't have to copy. I tell you since the beginning that you don't have to copy because right now it's oral. At the end, we're going to copy. Okay, number 2. We have armor, shell, skills, and elbow. What is the one that doesn't belong, class? Elbow, that's right. It's elbow. Why elbow? Because if you see armor, shells, and scales, they protect the body, but elbow, it's a part of the body, but we are not talking about parts of the body right now. Just things that can protect the body, like the scales, the shell, and the armor. And now let's talk about number 3. We have reptile, snakes, chickens, and alligator. What is the word that doesn't belong to that group? Chickens, that's right. Why it doesn't belong to this group, class? Chickens.
Gallina en inglés es pollo.
Okay, because if you can notice, snakes and alligators, they are reptiles. They are kind of reptiles, lizards, but chickens, it's not part of that. It's different, that's right. So it doesn't belong to this group. Now, let's talk about, you don't have to copy one more time. So we're going to use this vocabulary to match according to this paragraph. This is oral. You don't have to copy. So let's see here. Andrea Nunez, you're going to help me to read the paragraph. The paragraph. Let's read the paragraph.
My friend Carrie told me a story about some.
Okay, just read it. Then we're going to complete it. Just read it.
Some and scary dragons. She said that the climate where they live is one of in the world. The dragons have hard scales, like to protect them. They land in search of animals to eat. The dragons are strong and swift. so they almost always catch their. I bet they are not even dragons. I bet they are only. I said, well, maybe not, said Carrie, but some are lizards that are so large that they look like dragons.
Thank you so much, Andre. So using these vocabulary words, we're going to try to complete these sentences. We have the same words: armor, fears, hardships, lizards, sprays, reptiles, and rum. So remember that we choose the word according to the context. So number one, the sentence number one. Help me to read sentence number one now that we're going to try to match here. Let's see, Rosa, help me to read number one. One more time.
My friend Carrie told me a story about some and scary dragons.
Stop here. Thank you so much. Now, which of these words you think match here in the sentence class? We're talking about the dragons. They can be scary, and what else? They can be so wild, so dangerous.
Lizard.
No, they are examples of lizard, but look at this. This is a scary, it's an adjective. So we need another adjective, another word that describe how they look like dragons. So which of these words it might be, class? About some and scary dragons.
Reptiles.
No. If you know the answer, you can unmute your microphone, class. All of you.
Reptiles.
No. Listen, we are looking for one word that we can describe the animals, the dragons in this case. We're talking about dragons, it's not reptiles, it's not lizard, but we're giving an information about how they look. They are wild, they are savage. Which of these words means that? Wild, savage, dangerous. Oh, okay, I'm going to help you with this one. We have number one, it's fierce. Remember that fierce means wild or savage. So we're giving a description about the dragons. They are fierce and they are resistant fury. So they are wild dragons. Okay, let's try number two, sentence number two. It says, she said that the climate is one of the in the war. Which of these words match here?
Miss, copy that. Miss?
What is instruction, class?
No copy.
No copy.
No
It's
copy.
To copy.
You don't have the copy sign also. Remember that in British we have the copy sign, that it means that you need to copy.
No
right?
copy.
Have it.
En la instrucción nos dicen que no copiar.
So class, we're in sentence number two. Let's try to match. Don't worry if you make a mistake. We're using the word. I'm just trying to see if you remember the meaning of this word. We have number one, so we are not going to use first one more time. It says, she said that the climate where they live is one of the in the world. So by using the context, which of these words do you think it match here?
armor.
Pray.
It cannot be prey. Why? It's not prey. Remember, prey is an animal that is hunted by others. But it says it's one of the hardships in the world. Do you remember what is hardships, class? No. Yes or no? No, yes, it might be. They might be in this animal. But hardships, remember that it's if you touch this animal, it's raw. So it's raw. If you touch it, you are going to feel that it's one of the rawest animals in the world. That's why it's harsh. Then it says the dragons have hard scales like to protect them. Like what? Which of these words you think that match in the sentence?
Scales like lions,
What things can help the animals to protect? Like a shield, right? They can have like a shield.
Armor.
Like armor. Excellent, Khalid. Armor. Remember that word? It means like a shield. So then this way, with the skills, they can protect their bodies. Then it says, they do land in search of animals to eat.
Roam.
They run. That's right. Excellent, Fernando, because they are walking. They are walking, they are traveling, looking for animals. The dragons are strong and swift, so they almost catch their what?
Prey.
Their prey. That's right, because they are looking for something to eat. And the last words, well, we have more words. I bet they are not even dragons. I bet they are only what?
Reptiles.
Reptiles or lizards. They are lizards. Dragons are lizards. But then at the end it says, well, maybe not, Sarah Carey, but some are lizards. Lizards are part of reptiles. Yes. Because of the body, the long body, they have 4 legs. So we completed. What is the instruction?
No copy of
You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention because you're asking me if you have to copy. The people that is asking is not paying attention. Okay, now, since you want to copy, you're going to copy this in your notebook now. Because you will love to copy. Now, copy in your notebook the sentence number 1, for example. It says, Scott wrote a report on reptiles. So you're going to copy sentence and answer. So what is the answer for number 1? We need to know what is the meaning of reptiles. That is the underlying word. It's A, B, or C class. Reptiles.
Mammals of South America.
That is the meaning of reptiles. They are mammals of South America. They are cold-blooded animals, or they are plants.
Cold-blooded animals.
Animals. That's right. So you are going to copy sentence number 1 and just the answer that is letter B. So you copy sentence 1 and letter B in your notebook.
We have to upload this to Schoology.
Yes, we're going to do it. So sentence number 1 and the answer that is letter B. The same is going to be for number 2.
B.
Yes, I copied. Yes, I copied the number 1 and the number 2, right?
That's right, Mia. Okay, I'm going to take the attendance class. Say present if you're connected. Ana, Andrea, Camila.
Present.
Present.
Ana, is it Ana Flores connected?
Yeah. No.
Gabriela, Isabela, Kiara.
Present.
Okay, Gabriela, you have problems with your microphone. You already told me. Lucia, Mia, and Rebecca.
Present.
Present, Miss.
Rosa, Valerie, and Sian.
Present.
Okay, thank you, Valerie. Alberto, Dani, and Fernando.
Present.
Dani Giron. Dani Giron, no, not connected.
No.
Hermes, Joshua, and Khaled.
Present, I am Hermes.
Present, San Joshua.
Okay, Santiago Hernandez, Santiago Chavez.
Present.
Teacher.
Marcelo, yes, Marcelo is here. Santiago Hernandez. Santiago Hernandez Piallos, it's not connected. Okay.
Teacher.
I finished, Miss.
Finished? Now, what is the answer on number 2, class? The lion followed its
Teacher.
prey. What is the answer of that, Marcelo?
Write the three
Me.
answers or
They
the
were
correct.
an animal.
Okay, you just copy number 1
B.
and the answer that is letter B, just the answer. You're not going to copy everything. Now, you copy number
Good answer
2.
or
And
three.
what is the answer for prey? Just the answer.
An animal hunted for food.
An animal hunted by food. So you are going to copy just the answer. So that's why I told you that you're not going to copy everything, just the sentence and the answer.
Miss,
So
I
just letter
finished.
A. You finished the copy number 2?
Finished. No. I finished.
10 seconds,
I
10
finished.
seconds more. I'm going to change the slide.
I finished, Miss.
Okay, Khalid.
Finished, Miss.
Thank you, Isabella. You can put down your notebook.
I finished.
I finished. Finished. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now, what we're going to copy? Number 3 and number 4, the same. Copy the sentence and just the answer of number 3 and 4 about lizards. Jamal talked to lizards. What is the meaning of lizard, class? A, B, or C? So is the answer that you're going to copy in your note.
Letter C.
Letter C, that's right. Kinds of reptiles with 4 legs. So you're going to copy number 3 and letter C. And what about number 4, class? We have, this has been the harshest winter ever. What is the meaning of harshest?
Letter C.
Letter C, one more time.
Always most
Right.
difficult.
Most difficult. So let's copy this. Okay, for today, we're going to stop here, class, because we don't have more time. So once you finish the copy number 4, show me your notebook and you are free to disconnect, but show me your notebook first. Once you finish the copy number 4. Isabella, you finished? Okay, thank you. Bye-bye, Isabella. See you tomorrow with me. Sian, thank you so much. Lucia, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye, Kiara. Bye-bye, Khaled.
Bye, Miss. I see you tomorrow.
Bye.